What I've realized over the years is that there are no rules in life. You can do whatever you want, man. Just that's your last thought every time you go to sleep. You can do whatever you want. You have a feeling, your flesh wants something, do it. Your flesh wants that girl, do it. Your flesh wants to eat that rubbish, do it. You feel like you're having a great time, you want to have an even better time, do those drugs. You can do whatever you want. What I've noticed in all my years of life is that free will which we have, when it's not controlled, society tends to fall apart. Individuals within that society fall apart. The people that act upon that free will all the time, just go with the wind, do whatever they want to do, they often do really poor in life. Something that I've noticed is that in this modern age, I feel like that free will is being exhibited a lot. And I feel like a lot of people are losing their way. I think there needs to be some structure for most people. Religion was that structure for a very long time in our history. And a lot of people believed in God. Now there's much, much less people believing in God. And because of that, they feel like, let's just cause a muck. Let's just go crazy until the day I die. Because when I die, it's all over. I just go into dust and that's it. Their very thought predisposes that individual to just go crazy in life, treat everyone like shit, just absolutely go berserk, because there are no consequences at the end. Whether you are good or whether you are evil, it doesn't really matter. Just get your own, man. Get your own. Previously, there was always this aura of God can see everything, God will know everything, and when you pass away, you're going to be confronted by this God or by this force, and you will be deemed good or bad. And so people, until their dying breath, they would try to be good in hopes that they will be seen in a positive light at the end of the day, at the end of their life. Now, people are just going freaking crazy. There's just so much evil in the world that it doesn't really matter, right? I believe that there is something at the end of life. I believe in God. What I've struggled with in my adult life, and I grew up an Orthodox Christian, Serbian, went to church very, very frequently. Easter, Christmas was mandatory. And then when my parents had time, we would often go on Sundays as well. And you sit there, and a lot of the times I would look at the great churches that I would be in. I would look at the icons. I would look at all these pictures around the place, and I would wonder who these people were. And then over time, you kind of learn that these people did some great things. And then you sit there and you try and listen to the priest, and you don't understand a word he's saying. It's just a ritual that means nothing to me. You have to respect because that's tradition. But then nothing. I felt nothing. What the guy was trying to teach me is just some foreign language. Not that I didn't understand Serbian. I'm fluent in Serbian. It's just that the language that guy's singing and talking in, struggled. And then in my late teenage years, I started wondering, what the hell is religion? I started kind of getting my bearings around the place, and I realized that religion has a lot of blood on its hands. Christianity, Islam, equally as bad. Those are kind of the two predominant religions. So much blood. Oh, let's go to freaking Jerusalem and paint the damn city red. And then another bloke was like, yeah, let's go take it back. Let's kill everyone in there again. And then over and over again, just humongous amounts of genocide in the name of God. And I often used to think to myself, in the name of God, which God? Maybe your God is Satan. Maybe you are, as the evil people, as Satan himself does, it's disguise, it's trickery. Maybe you are pretending to be my, God representative, but in fact you are disguised and you are doing exactly what Satan wants. How come God sends millions of people to their sword? For what? I struggle with this. To this day, I struggle. I read history and I think to myself, okay, so the Pope said, off you go over there, march a million freaking miles over there and die for the church. Isn't that interesting? What if that Pope is the devil himself? Oh, what a thought that is. Well, how come, brother, you're telling me I need to go over there and kill some kids over there, kill all these women and children over there, and then I'll come back and you will give me a knighthood? Man, fuck you, and your little scarf and your little freaking crown. How about bash your skull in? Oh, don't say that, Ivan. That's really, really mean. That's rude. He's the Pope. I don't give a shit who he is. He's saying some evil shit. He wants me to go kill over there. Same for both sides. These people in power. These people in power seem to be the most evil ones. Wars, wars, wars. I'm in Australia I believe, for that very reason. Right? I was very, very happy in Yugoslavia as a child. Boom. All of a sudden, I need to go kill my neighbor. The neighbor needs to kill me. Because the neighbor's bossing over here. It's a creation. You have Catholics, you have Orthodox, and you have Muslims. Oh, we got to go kill each other. How come, man? We lived so many years happily. You know, I respected his tradition, he respected my tradition. It was all good. Oh, no. It can't be like that. The church wants you to do it. Or does it? Or the politician wants you to do it. What the hell is going on? But through all these years that I've struggled with these thoughts, I always thought to myself, I believe in God. But I feel like these books, these holy texts that we rely upon as the message of God, I feel like they've been tainted like motherfuckers. They've been tainted, they've been infiltrated, they've been tricked, they've been adjusted over the years, and now we have complete abandonment of these texts because people are like, this is some freaking bullshit. Now religion's fallen to its knees. Now people are freaking following idols on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Everyone's following these individuals. We are now doing the things that God, or let's say these texts, never allowed us to do. You know, look at Ronaldo like he's God walking the earth. Look at Messi. Look at LeBron. Look at Tom Brady. Look at freaking Djokovic. All these people are like holy people walking the planet. In the absence of religion, we have lost our waves. Now we're talking about 11-year-olds changing their sex. Oh, okay. It's been legalized in some parts of the world, but it's not legal to drink before you're 21. Oh, but you can legally chop off your freaking bits. Where the hell is the church now? Maybe it's in hell. Who the hell knows what's going on? These religious institutions, I feel like more political than the freaking Parliament House. It's a money-grubbing, whoring system. And I'm sitting here, and I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit about en masse when I was 21, but now I have kids. Now I have great interest in my community because my kid goes to school and he gets impacted by the said community. So now I have to pay attention to what the hell is going on around here. What's the curriculum teaching my kid? Yeah, I have problems with that too. Where do I go? What do I do? Where does Ivan have a fit in society? I don't know. A system which allows my child to think that he can chop off his bits at 11 if he wants to go do whatever he wants. When does the brain fully mature? Mid-20s? Oh, but we can make really, really irreversible decisions at 11 or 12. Well, isn't that some wicked ass shit? I feel like we need structure because people don't go crazy. Because if we act upon free will, we go crazy. We need religion, but religion has been tainted. Absolutely tainted by evil forces. Where do we go? I don't know. But these are the questions that I've asked myself because there's no rules. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to cheat on your wife? Go for it, dude. Doesn't really matter. There's no God anyway. What's the point? Just bang all the chicks you want. As soon as the wife goes to work, pop off the freaking fence and say hello to your neighbor. Get some milk from her. Why not? There is no invisible force keeping account of your actions. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? See how damaging free will can be. Because there is no fear of what happens at the end of this damn thing. What is life? Now we're getting real deep. What happens to you after you die? Oh, you're some stardust. You go into the ground. You fertilize the trees. Yeah, sure, physically. But do you believe in a soul? Do you believe in a spirit? I do, very much so. And that spirit, that soul, keeps me good because I believe, whatever the force is, whether it's a man up in the clouds sitting on a chair with a white beard, or whether it's some other force, I feel like that soul goes on somewhere. I don't know. We're not supposed to know. That's another thing about the scientific method. Oh, we need to know. No, you don't. You don't need to know. What did the caveman know? One day, the 21st century will be viewed as the caveman period. What will we know at the year 4000? Much more than now, right? There's a great amount of insecurity amongst people when there is no research study. Double-blind control trial says there is no God, so there is no God. Right, okay. Hey, who funded that freaking research study? Lots of questions, lots of thinking. At the end of the day, I always go with my gut feeling. And that gut feeling is basically my God, my soul. What feels right? Does it feel right to me to go around doing whatever the hell I want to do, act upon my free will? My flesh really wants that chick over there. I better go get it. No, I don't. Because there is a force that's looking upon me and making sure, keeping account of all these things. And I feel like that leads me into better decisions and makes me control the flesh within me. I'm not an animal. Can't run around the freaking jungle doing whatever I want. We're a higher being. That soul, that spirit is something. But that's a very unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't want to hear that shit. Where's your proof, Ivan? I don't have proof. I don't need proof. There is a feeling. You can't put feelings on paper. You can't put feelings on studies. It's a feeling that I've felt for a very long time. I get why people get attracted to religion, and I respect religion at the core principle of it. But the trouble is, it's been infiltrated. I really believe that. There is a trillion freaking religions, trillion sects of all of these religions. How come Christianity has a trillion churches? Every other guy is opening up a church every other day. Oh, tax deductions. Oh, cool. Let me just open up a church and start singing, breakdancing in the church. Whoa. Okay. Here is a guy that's freaking breakdancing and he's preaching some God stuff. All right. Rock music. Throwing up signs of the devil while he's in church, singing a rock song and talking about the Bible. Radio. What the hell is going on here? I feel like I don't have a place in a religion anymore. Obviously, I still respect and I still follow traditions, the Orthodox. But I'll be a liar to you if I don't sit there and I think to myself, what is going on here, man? Is this tradition? Or is this God, religion? Or is this God? Or what are we doing here? I can't stop thinking how much blood is on their hands. These people that we're supposed to follow, these texts that we're supposed to follow. I just wonder, that Pope in the 14th century sitting around and saying, all right, let's do this. Politically motivated to mobilize the mass population in the name of God. Because God will reward you if you do as I say. Because he's the Pope. He's the number one guy. He's the main chappie. Or is he? Which God are we following? Which God is that number one fella in the church following? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I feel like we need a degree of control. We need a degree of guidance as people. But where do you turn? I don't know. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.